Is it sun bright or out on my core? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? Well, I'm here to really talk about the loss of Caitlyn Jenner, her losing her partner in Malibu. She fell over, I don't know, for me, a mountain down over 300 feet and just died on impact. But the way I understand death, before the thing hit the ground, your body, your soul was snatched from your body. Isn't that a marvelous thing? No matter what's going on, before impact, you're gone. That's what I heard. And that just gives me comfort. Right now, I just want to know, how is Caitlyn dealing with such a loss? He knew her ever since she was 20 years old. That's the size, probably like the age his daughter Kylie is, I guess. But nevertheless, I don't know if this was a partner and like intimate relationship, or were they just friends? You know, were they just very good friends? I'm sorry, he was 70 something, 75 years old, and she was 29, such an age gap. So I know just that alone had to be heartbroken. If they were friends, it could have just been like he's losing not only his partner, but a daughter. It's just sad to me. This is how I feel. No pun intended. This is just how I feel about it. So I just want to know how Caitlyn Jenner is dealing with this. Someone told me the story. I'll put their name down below. They told me this story. I didn't even know, because I've been on the Diddy stuff, and they brought me back, Diddy and Ashanti, and they brought me back to reality that says, get on with the rest. Thank you out there for doing this and sharing this. And you all really tell me what's going on. And I want to thank you for doing that, because if you know good news out there and you're solid about it, I'm going to go look up on it and find out what I can before I read on it. So I thank you for this story, because it really broke my heart. I didn't know how Caitlyn is dealing with such a thing. This is horrendous. I know her heart is heavy. I know. And even if they were lovers, if anything comes in about lovers, I'll let you know. But right now, I know they were partners. And when I say lovers, they could just been intimate friends. I don't know. I have no idea. But the main thing of this reading is, how is he coping with such a tremendous loss? How are you coping, my friend Caitlyn? It's such a travesty. And it happened on the 4th of July in Malibu. And that's where Caitlyn lived. So I don't know if she was leaving his home or coming to his home so they could just have a moment or evening or a day. I don't know. It was happening in the daytime. I definitely will have a picture up of it, of them. I'm so sad about this. God knows I am. I'm very, 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 very sad about it. Here we go. First card I have here is the 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to allow that to be the center card. Then I have the wand of the Ace of Wands. And then I have oh my God. Then I have sorry, the reading is starting before. Sorry. Ooh. Then I have the 4 of Cups. So I have the 4 Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, and I have the Ace of Wands. I'm going to continue reading, but right now this has grabbed my attention. I remember asking you, do I think that they was a relationship? They were very giving and nurturing towards each other. I see a very giving. I see a very nurturing. I also see a lot of passion. So I do see passion in this relationship. I see that this was a balanced relationship. I feel as though they were headed new, that even though they've been in a relationship, I don't know at this point to where, but I do know that just looking at this relationship, I do see an ace. It was like I'm what I'm picking up is like she was the beginning, because remember he was out there and he hadn't had no one, and he wanted his wife, Chris Jenner, to be like this. So this young girl stepped in that place, and I see her as a new beginning, as somebody young and somebody experienced and for her age. And I feel as though that it was very giving, very nurturing. I feel as though she was very enlightened. And I also feel as though that it was a passionate relationship. But yet here I see the 4. I think this has wiped him out. I feel as though this has devastated him. I also see right now nothing can do. He is not consolable right now, because you see he's rejecting that. And this is a 4 of Cups. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I see that he's just unconsolable right now. And you see this hand, he's just not eating. He's just very broken hearted. He is devastated. Absolutely. Ooh, I'm picking up energy. It was like because I see this ace, she was fiery, she was energetic, and it feels like that light has been put out of his life. And they were nurturing. They balanced each other out for whatever way, whatever it was. I'm just getting the impression that his lifestyle didn't offend her. She was young. And I think it was an adjustment to deal with that age thing like that. But over the years, they kind of like got it together. And it's like she was a budding, somebody that's bringing life, somebody that's bringing joy, somebody that's bringing something exciting, fire in his life, and now gone. But he does have his daughters there. The family is there for him. He is not alone, but he is slain over this. He is absolutely devastated. Over his head, I see the moon, and I see right now he's just howling in the moon, dealing with his narc nature, dealing with the dream of life without her. This is what I see, guys. I see it. He's just howling over it, because this is like the dark night of the soul for him. He cared about her. He cared about her as a friend, as a partner, as whatever they had. He cared, and she is so lost. And I'm feeling here regret, remorse. I don't know. Maybe he feels as though, I don't know what that moon card, it's got a lot of things with it. And I don't know if he feels as though she was coming to his house or leaving from his house or somewhere there, whatever. I think that I just feel that she was coming from his house or going to his house. And I'm just getting a sense, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm getting a strong sense that she was near where he lived, not where he lived, but near. I'm just getting a strong sense about that. I have to look that up when this is over. I didn't look much into the story because I just found out about it a few hours ago. I just got the gist, because to me, to be a reader, I can't know what's going on. I can't, because it would interfere, but I get the sense that it was near his living, and it was in Malibu, and it was on the 4th of July. And I see that door, but this was beneath him. This is what he's standing on. You see here he's standing on. It was wonderful for him. It was he was himself. He was happy when they were together. This is what he's standing on, this 9 of Wands. They had come through a cycle. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's the ace. So they was coming to a cycle, or maybe, I don't know. They were coming to some kind of cycle. He was happy. He was passionate. It was an emotional relationship. He felt peace around her. They had things in common, even though there's a 29-year, there is a 29-year age difference. Nevertheless, they had something, and it was something real, because sitting on that, she made him feel like a better man, or she made him feel good about himself. something like that, because he's sitting here and he feels proud and he feels like he has accomplished something, and he felt like this is in the past. This is how she made him feel, like he had accomplished something, that he was beautiful, and that she made him feel like, not a man, I'm sorry, she made him feel like a woman should feel. As being a young woman, she made him feel like a woman, like she made him feel the way he needed to feel, and she did that. And over top of him, you see here, you see the moon. So he lost that. He feels alone. He feel abandoned. He feel angry. He feel hurt. He feel lost. He is in a darkened spot. Let's see what the corners have to say. I just see right now that he have love around him, and that the love is there to help him. His children are there to console him. They are there to console him. They are worried about him. He's getting together. But like I said, this happened on the 4th. I'm just hearing about it today. But he does have love around him. I see that black horse of a pentacle, and pentacles are earth, so it's sturdy. So he has people around him that are keeping him encouraged. He is not alone during this terrible time. And beneath him on that side, as you see, there is a great loss. I couldn't make it up. There is such a great loss. He is shut down. Even though he left a message, in word form, he is shut down. I see this darkness. He's in darkness. He lost something that is very mindful to him. I'm sorry, guys, I pick up energy, and he is really feeling this. This is something that my heart is aching, and understandably so. I don't even follow him like that, really. So for me to pick up this energy, that lets me know that he is grieving, but in his future and in his head, because right now he's in a darkened spot, but in his future, the emperor, he will rise from this. He will get up from this. I see the 4 with the help and his family, from his girls to his sons to all his wives, wherever he have children, he is not alone. They are devastated with him. They know how it is. They knew her. She was a part of their lives in a way. I don't know, but I do know she was not a well-kept secret. I don't feel that. And I feel as though he will rise from this. And when he rises from this, his outcome card is he will be able to talk about the love he had. And again, you see here, red, 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 and red. Here and red. All here, all these cards have red in it. So I believe that they were a relationship. I think that they were companions, and I do feel as though that they were intimate. I feel as though there was some intimacy here. He is grieving as a man that lost a lover. Everything I say is allegedly. I'm just saying this is what I'm picking up. However, we will never know unless he tells us. But I am getting the sense that that nostalgia, they've been together for a long time. She understood him. She probably helped him deal with his being a woman, understanding somebody on his level that gets it, whatever. Especially young people can do that for older people too. So she was his lifeline. And for him to go, not in lifeline as far as a friend, as far as a confidant, as far as somebody that you shared your life with. And I'm getting the sense, because I see a lot of red here, especially in the future. Here, when I drew the first card, as you see that red stands for passion. And so I see the red, and I definitely see the blue, clarity. When I think of blue, I feel a blue. Let me just look up, because sometimes I'd be forgetting. Yeah, when I think of blue, I think of contemplation, and I think of expansion. When I think of yellow, I think of energy. I think of positivity. I think of that. And when I think of red, I definitely think of blood. I think of passion. So here I see a lot of red in his presence, right here and beneath him. Like here above his head, there is not no red, but there is the yellow, the blue, expansion, where he has to think his way. He needs positive energy. He needs that to get out of it. But here in the middle, he is draped in red. And that means if he's draped in red, that means he is feeling so much loss, so much compassion, so sorrowful. Here, the joy she brought him was the red cat. So she helped him mentally. She helped him in some way. This couple, this odd couple, this 29-year-old woman with this 75-year-old man, they made sense to themselves. Here, you see him draped in red again, and the outcome that he will be restored. He will be never the same, but he will be restored. And I definitely see right now it's nothing they can do that can console him. Only time. He's very emotional. And again, emotion. All I see is the overpowering card of here. The great grief is emotion. He is emotionally devastated. Mm, 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 mm. I want to leave you with something positive. So let me see if I can pick out something that's more positive. I want to leave you because he is not, and that's what I wanted to know. And do I think that they were more than friends? I do think they was a little more than friends. How much more? I don't know. But I do think that they were intimate in their way. I really do. Because I see too much red. I see a great loss. And here, even at the very last card, I see that six of cups saying that he was older, he was wiser, he was like a father figure on one hand, but yet a friend. They had a weird kind of relationship, but it made sense to them. Here is an opening card. I'm going to do it. We have the devil, and this is how he feel. I feel as though he feel as though broken. The devil here can mean deception. The devil here can mean great loss. The devil here can mean, how do I, get these thoughts out or whatever. But the devil don't always mean deception. And maybe people see how he is now, realize that maybe his family see that it was way more than what it was. I don't know. But I don't sense deception. But I do sense hurt, a hurt, and by the devil stand coming out, it could be senseless or no sense. Like what happened could be, it makes no sense. It could be with the devil, I can't make sense to heads or tails out of it. It could be he feel devil. It could mean she was coming to me, and if I had known, he could be feeling deviled in his soul, like something deviling him that makes him feel so bad. Maybe they had an argument. Maybe, I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know. Everything I say is allegedly. But for this devil card to come out, it lets me know that this is such a great loss that he feel deviled. And deviled means when you feel not just deceived, but you feel lost, you feel confused, you feel out of sorts, you feel like you can't get your balance, you feel numb, where you see the male on fire, your fire is out, because here you see the ace, which is fire. So you see your fire is out, and that the lower region. So the earthliness of it all, he feels fire, he feels lost, he feels devastated. And that's how I see the devil comes out to describe his inner soul. And even with the moon, so he's in a dark place. He could even be feeling angry, frustrated. He could be feeling perplexed, not understanding why did this happen to her and how could this happen to me. He could feel like deviled in his soul, like, it's gone from me. Why, God? Why did you take it? I just feel there's a devil in his soul, not a spiritual devil, but resentment, anger, unease, not at peace, because right by you see he ain't taking anything. It's nothing anybody can do to console him at this moment. Just be there. And I think just little by little, he's holding it together and he's trying to do the best he can, but he is devastated. And this is devastation. That's what I see. And I I don't know what else to say. That's how he feels. This is what this reading was over. I do, again, believe that there was a passionate relationship. I don't know how deep it was, but I do know that they were intimate in their own way. I'll put it like that. They were intimate. They shared an intimate relationship. To what degree and how, I don't know. But I know this has left him devastated, absolutely destroyed. Mm, mm. But he will rise in time. Things will get in its proper place. He will rise and things will work out in the end. How long? I don't know. But I would definitely hope that there will be things out about him at least about 3 months from now to see how he's doing. And if there's anything that I can find, I definitely will read on him. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading. My heart is broken for him. I thank you for sharing this story. And that's all I have to say about this. What I have to say is sunflowers, even in this, sunflowers, life goes on.